Let's be real, it's 2025 and the corporate world we once knew is collapsing, and if you're not freelancing or thinking about it, what are you doing? Most 9 to 5s don't even cover people's rent anymore. People are working side gigs just to get by. They're working 40 hours a week, they're commuting every day, and most people on average make around 3K a month. All that work for nothing, for pennies. And meanwhile, freelancers are over here working half the hours, getting paid triple the amount, and just taking Fridays off because they can. And I know this is true because I'm one of those people. My name is Mare and I've been freelancing full-time for the past 6 years, and I moved abroad in 2018 and couldn't find an English-speaking job. So I somehow made freelancing my career, and now it's my entire personality. And I'm here to teach you how to become a successful freelancer because after years of struggling and doing all the wrong things, I finally hit 6 figures last year as a freelancer. So now I know exactly what it takes to actually be successful, to actually make a lot of money, and to work a lot less than a corporate 9 to 5. And now I can spend my days going to Pilates at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday and just take Fridays and Mondays off because I hate working. And if that's the kind of life you want to live, then I'm telling you it's definitely possible. And now I get to enjoy matchas at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday, and I can go to Pilates and I can do anything I want because I'm a freelancer and I have that freedom to do that. I can travel, I can go back to the US if I want, I can do literally anything, and I don't have a boss telling me what to do. And I make 4 times more than I was making at my corporate job as a marketing manager, and I work way less, like maybe 15 hours a week max. And if this sounds like the life you want to live, then trust me, it is definitely possible for you. I'm going to give you all the tea that you need to know to be a freelancer this year. And now I'm on a mission to help other women like you become freelancers so you can finally quit your 9 to 5 and actually live a life that you want to live. And I have to say, I low-key want to gatekeep this life because I really enjoy being the only person that gets to go grocery shopping at like 12 on a Tuesday. But honestly, I'm so tired of watching you corporate girlies work your life away on these stupid 9 to 5s that don't care about you, that have glass ceilings, that have corporate ladders that you don't want to climb, all this crap that you have to do, when honestly, you don't have to do any of that. You should be working way less. We are way too hot to be working so much. So honestly, now is the time to start freelancing, and this is what we're going to do. And this is a freelancing crash course for you, so really lock in and we're going to get started. And at the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what you need to do to become a freelancer. You're going to know the steps you need to take. You're going to know how to define your services, how to make a portfolio, how to find clients, everything you need to just get started and finally get the fuck out of corporate. So here are the video chapters. You can also find them bookmarked throughout the video, and I would recommend grabbing a notebook so you can take notes and get locked in so you know exactly what to do next after you watch this video, and be sure to save it for later as well so you can refer back to it. So let's get into it. Step number 1 is defining your services. So this is the most crucial part of your freelance journey. Obviously, you need to know what services you're going to provide to clients. For instance, think about the tasks that you already know how to do and that you actually enjoy doing. So these can be things that you learned in your 9 to 5, things that you learned in university, or maybe you took an online course. It really can be anything at all. Like, you don't have to be an expert in anything to freelance in it. So as long as you have interest in something and you're good at it, or you want to learn how to be good at it, then you can provide it as a service. And another thing I would do next to your list of your skills is to list out the software and programs that you use. So this could be anything from like video editing software, I don't know, Gmail, Google Drive, email marketing software, just anything that you know how to use can be very valuable for your freelancing services. So just make a list of those things and brainstorm what you already know. This will help you kind of understand what you can provide as a service. Okay, now that you have an idea of what services you're going to provide as a freelancer, let's dive into step 2, which is to actually figure out which platforms you're going to focus on to find clients. So I'd recommend you do some research to figure out what platforms are out there, because there are so many different types of freelance platforms and so many different places where you could source clients. So you should take some time to kind of get to know the different platforms and figure out which one you want to go with. And then I would recommend choosing 1 or 2, because if you do so many at one time, it can be too much. And then actually focus on building up your profile on these platforms. And personally, I recommend Upwork or Fiverr because these are the ones I've had the most success with. I honestly get 99% of all my clients from Upwork because there's multiple types of jobs there. There are many clients. There are a lot of different varieties of things you can do. The only downside is you do have to pay for connects, which are kind of like tokens. So for each job, you do have to pay, which can add up when you apply to a lot of roles. So that's annoying. But I feel like there are a lot of good paying clients there, so it's definitely something I'd recommend. And for Fiverr, I think it's better for more one-off projects, so like kind of simple things like graphic design or video editing, like easy to define tasks are more on Fiverr. So I'd say if you want more long-term clients, I would recommend going with Upwork and just doing that. So if you want to learn more about Upwork, I'll make a separate video for that where I kind of deep dive into the strategies that I use to build up my profile, and so you can do the same thing, because there's a lot of strategy that goes into Upwork and to actually getting high paid clients. So stay tuned for that video. And otherwise, there are different platforms like freelancer.com, TopTool, like Pangea, but I've never had success with these platforms. Just me personally, I've made profiles on these things. I've made applications, but I've never heard back from anyone. And I feel like some of it's just spam. So I wouldn't personally recommend them, but that's just my point of view. So just do your research and figure out what works best for you. And now step 3, this is the most crucial part of your freelance career. If you want to make it as a freelancer, this is going to be the most crucial aspect of your journey, and that is how to actually make a good portfolio. So I will tell you a PSA, there's a huge difference between poor freelancers and rich freelancers. And the difference is a rich freelancer has a really good portfolio and a poor freelancer has a really bad portfolio. I'm literally not gonna lie, this is the ultimate cheat code to freelancing. If you want to freelance, it's actually not that complicated. All you really need is a super good portfolio and you have to apply for clients constantly. That's literally it, just these 2 things. You just need a really good portfolio and you need to apply constantly. So if you don't take anything at all away from this video, the one thing I really want you to take away is to actually really spend time on building your portfolio, making it amazing, making it look absolutely perfect, because this is what's actually going to determine your success as a freelancer, and this is what's going to determine your income. So this is super important, and you really have to put so much time, so much effort into your portfolio. It's like not even funny, because if you do this, you will have no problem getting hired. Now, I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, you haven't started freelancing yet, so you don't have any clients yet. So if you don't and you don't know what to put in your portfolio, don't worry. Or what I'd recommend as well is you can just act like clients hired you and then you just make projects for them. And if you don't know what a mock project is, it's basically when you just act like someone hired you and then you just make a project for them. So for example, Chanel hired me to do their social media management and then I redid their feed. I created a social media strategy for them, a report, just different things to actually showcase your skills. And don't worry if it's fake, because clients really don't know the difference between fake projects and real projects. So if you show this on your portfolio, they're going to be impressed and they're going to say, oh, she worked for blah, blah, blah. And they're not going to question it. Like usually it just doesn't even matter. Like as long as you can showcase your skills, then that's all you really need. So if you really have no work to show, like from even your 9 to 5 or any personal projects, then just focus on mock projects and do like 3 to 5 of these and make them really, really good. Like I'm telling you, spend like, I don't know, at least a couple weeks on these projects so they look really amazing, because this is what's going to make you stand apart from other freelancers. And there are 2 ways I'd recommend going about making a portfolio, and that is either using Canva for presentations or PDFs, or you can make a website if you have the money. And for this, I'd recommend using Squarespace because it's super easy to use and it looks really nice and professional. But of course, Squarespace is like $20 or $30 a month, I think. It's quite expensive. So if you don't really have the extra cash right now, then I would say wait, and you don't really need a website yet. But if you do have the extra money and you just would rather look more professional and jump right into it, then I would recommend doing a website. But if you want to go the free route and just keep it simple for now, then you can also use templates on Canva. And if you have no idea where to start and you just want to have something done for you, then you can use my template. I'll put it in the description for you. It's totally free and it's done for you. And then you'll have a starter portfolio that you don't even have to worry about. And now let's dive into step 4, which is how to actually find clients as a freelancer. So you have your services down, you know where you're going to find clients, and you have an amazing portfolio. So now all you need to do is start applying. And congratulations, now that you're already in your setup with your portfolio, you have a brand new full-time job, and that is just applying. Applying constantly is literally going to be your new full-time role. Like literally, I'm not kidding. This is something I think new freelancers don't understand, is that when you are a freelancer, most of your work isn't actually client work. It's actually just applying for clients. Like, and this never stops. Like, you know, I've been freelancing for 6 years and you are literally never going to stop applying for clients. It's not like a 9 to 5. It's not like corporate where you just do a couple interviews and you're hired and then you're set. It's not like that at all. You really have to get used to getting told no. You have to get used to being ghosted. It's really such a struggle actually as a freelancer to find clients, but it's just part of it. So if you really want to be a successful freelancer, then you have to realize that you're going to be constantly applying, constantly outreaching to clients, constantly sending emails, doing calls, doing everything you can to actually get people on your roster, because at the end of the day, the more people you have, then the better income you're going to have, of course. And it's really a numbers game. So the more applications you send out, then the more chances you have of getting hired. So you really just have to keep on going, like all the time. Like when I first started, I would say I submitted like 20 to 30 applications a day at least, like on the bare minimum. So if you're working a 9 to 5 right now and you don't want to fully transition into freelance yet, then I would recommend you finding 2 to 5 clients to start with, and then you can start like figuring out if you have enough income to actually quit your job. That's what I would do if I were you. Or you can just go cold turkey and quit your job and then be stressed out. That's what I did actually. And I quit my job without any savings, and that was really rough. So I actually don't recommend that. So if you have a 9 to 5, then really start to do your planning now. Just try to find a few clients on the side, during your lunch break, after work, on your weekends. Just spend all your extra time applying for clients and finding that client base so you can actually get the fuck out of corporate. And that is it. This is all you need to do to become a freelancer. I know these 4 steps are like a watered down version of everything you need to do, but this is literally all you need to become a successful freelancer. It's really not as complicated as it seems. I think a lot of corporate people see freelancing as very intimidating or very like impossible and not secure. But trust me, like your 9-to-5 can fire you at any second. Like it's 2025. Like, is there even job security? I doubt it. Like, I feel like people are just getting fired left and right. So honestly, I think freelancing is way more secure. Like if you have 5 to 7 clients and then you lose a couple, you still have money coming in. Yet meanwhile, if your 9-to-5 fires you, then that's all your income, you don't have anything else, you're screwed. Like I honestly just don't see the point of having a 9-to-5. And like if you have that mindset where you think it's not secure, trust me, I know freelancing is a bit more work than a 9-to-5, but it's so much better. And I fully believe if you're a beautiful woman, you should not be working a corporate job. Like you are way too pretty for that. Like why are you actually wasting your life away in a 9-to-5 office and surrounded by people who are just trying to climb this political ladder? Like it's such bullshit. Like you deserve way better than that. You should spend your time at your favorite coffee shops and Pilates at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. Like you should not be at work. You should not be at a corporate 9-to-5. And I fully believe that. And you can also be tripling your income. Like I'm not kidding. I was a marketing manager for a while and I was making 4 times less than I was making now. And like I'm literally, this is why I'm so passionate about freelancing and why I've made this whole channel, is because I think women don't even know it's possible. Like I work way less and I get paid way more. So you should be doing that too. Like it just makes sense. Like it's so much better for you. You're gonna actually enjoy your life, actually live a life that you want to live. So I hope this inspires you to take the leap and to actually get started into freelancing, because it's the best thing I ever did and I really think that you would really enjoy it. And if you're serious about freelancing and you just want to get started ASAP but you don't really know what exactly to do, then I'm actually creating a coaching program. So I'm going to be mentoring people like you who want to start freelancing but really have no idea how to get started, and you actually want structure. And it's going to be a course that provides structure for you, gives you step-by-step tips, give you templates, everything you need to start your freelance business, plus 2 calls with me. So I'll actually be working with you one-on-one to really create a freelance strategy plan for you. So you're going to be confident and you're going to know exactly what you need to do to get started. And I'm going to make sure you have help along the way. So if you're interested in that, check out the link below and sign up for the waiting list, and I'll be so happy to help you out. But otherwise, if you just want to enjoy more free content about freelancing and you want to learn how I built my 6-figure freelance business, or maybe you're curious about how I live my life as a full-time freelancer living in Berlin, then be sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please comment them below and I'll be happy to answer them. And you can also message me on Instagram. My DMs are always open. And thanks again for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!